need your help. I got deported. I'm in Japan because they couldn't tell if I'm Hispanic or Asian. The Democrats are right. I'm not safe in Trump's America. I need help, please. Democrats, please help me.
I have 4 days left till I report to ICE for my deportation. I got a letter in the mail from ICE to come in on June 5th to remove my ankle monitor.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. In today's video, we'll be seeing how ICE is deporting Asian, and we all know the way they've been quiet. They don't want to say anything, and now it's their time to find out. So guys, let's dive in. All the clips we'll be seeing in today's video, credit belongs to the owner of the videos. I will be back with commentary.
I have 4 days left till I report to ICE for my deportation. I got a letter in the mail from ICE to come in on June 5th to remove my ankle monitor. They randomly called me in 2 days before to come in for a case interview. I complied, and as soon as I went in, they handcuffed me, threw me against the wall, grabbed all my stuff from my pockets, threw it on the floor, and they put all my stuff in a bag. They told me I have no appeals pending, my case is over, and I'm being deported. However, I did remind them that I was under the Zepeda case. They left me in handcuffs for about an hour to verify if that was true. After confirmation, they told me to come back on the 12th, which is in 4 days. The past few days, it has been really stressful. I recently found out that my wife is pregnant. And amidst all the craziness and the chaos, I gotta say this is good news. But then I start thinking, I won't be there for my wife. I won't be there to hold my baby when he or she is born. So when I think about stuff like that, it really makes me sad. My new family is being torn apart before it has even had a chance to begin. We will be calling the governor's office tomorrow, emailing them, calling them, commenting on their page. I really thank you guys that have been supporting me and my wife since day one. But I know regardless of what happens, I know it's gonna be alright.
TikTok, they are now deporting Asians. Please, y'all, stay at home. It's just not one group of people now, and it's never just been one group of people, by the way. It's not just dark-skinned people like Africans, Jamaicans, Caribbeans, and then they moved on to Latinos and Mexicans. It's now Asians.
Let's just be real. Asian community has been just quiet. Even when Black community was shouting about injustice, when Latinos they were deported, we never saw Asian do anything. They were just quiet, thinking to be quiet it will save them from this. But no way. Of course, no way. It's not going to happen like this. So guys, welcome. If it's your first time to the channel, let's keep watching, and so far you can tell me what you think. I'll be back with commentary.
Why are so many Asian Americans so silent right now? That's because they didn't vote. Yes, they didn't vote because they didn't like Kamala from their internal misogyny or internal racism, and felt indifferent enough about the orange man so that they thought that a no vote was going to the orange man. So the reason why they're not upset right now is because they voted for this. That's why. And that's not me excusing their behavior. I am a disabled person. I was advocating for Kamala before the election, so I had the chance to talk to a lot of my friends. They're not my friends anymore, but people in my life about how this election was going to affect me and people like me. And if they cared about me, why they should vote for Kamala. And they still didn't care. They couldn't care less because at the end of the day, it was all about taxes. Yeah, their tax break. The problem is Asians that have a level of wealth feel this closeness to white people because white people were the only ones that had that level of wealth for so long that they feel like they're getting a chance to be part of the white club, but they're not. And if I could give an insight into maybe why Asians are like this, it's because a lot of our parents and even my generation as a millennial, we have seen our mother countries very impoverished. For me, I'm Korean, so I know South Korea's history. South Korea was fully bankrupt in the 80s and saw their first economic boom in the 2000s. It hasn't been that long, and they're in the top 20 GDP in the world now. That level of wealth growth, normal citizens see that and think, oh my God, if I'm just smart enough and if I invest correctly, I can also get there. And if you look at South Korea, it's an oligarchy. That country is ran by like 3 families, and the main one is the Samsung family. And they have so many scandals. They have done some bad stuff, and the country just lets them get away with it. And if you look at the election turnout, it shows that South Koreans are starting to wake up to the state of like, oh, we're an oligarchy. But Korean Americans, look at the past of Korea, see that you can still succeed, feel like there's a privilege of being in America, utilize the model minority method, and then try to enter the 1%. They think that they could break into the 1%.
So guys, if I'm being honest, it's always start to see families separated, but also this is the same people who were just quiet watching other family being separated. They didn't do anything. They didn't come out and say anything. They were just quiet, thinking like, okay, they will save themselves like that. Because sometimes I saw some videos, people saying like, sometimes, you know, this, we don't even remember if there's any Asian in America. Of course there is, but they're just quiet. They don't want to be associated with anything. And of course we see, I don't understand, guys, why you don't listen to black people. They've been here before, they've been through this, they know. You should listen to them. Because ignoring them or calling them like, oh, we have black fatigue, trust me, it will not take you anywhere. And it will not make you align with more white people. No way. They will always call you names. So guys, let's watch. I have a few clips left. I will be back.
Where the fuck are all the Asians? The thousands of Asians in LA either wanting to be an influencer in TikTok or are influencers on TikTok that have hundreds or tens of thousands or millions of followers. Like, you can't put down your fucking matcha for like literally 2 seconds and speak out about what's happening right now. I go on fucking TikTok, it's the same 4 like wonderful activist Asians on here. But then everybody else just still, oh, regularly scheduled program, my outfit of the day, going to another fucking Korean barbecue restaurant. Like, the restaurant you're at is built on immigrants. This entire city is built on immigrants. Like, you went to fucking UC Irvine, you got your fucking marketing degree. I'm sure you took 1 humanities class, honey. Like, I promise you, if you just don't post 1 TikTok dance and you take 30 seconds to speak on children getting ripped away from an elementary school graduation, people being locked in the basement of federal buildings without food or water, the National Guard being deployed on your city. Like, I know that, like, shame doesn't work on you. Like, nothing works on you because you've had to create this shell. But, like, your $600 post that you're making for tummy tea is not going to save you here. You're scared of, like, oh, your brand getting tainted, or, like, you won't be able to get brand deals. Like, with the rate that information suppression is going, like, you won't have TikTok to fucking sell your fucking boba flavored protein powder on here. Like, you won't have the time. You won't have the platform to do so. Like, your parents or your grandparents came here for a better life, and then now that you have a better life, you've already fucking forgotten the context as to which you fucking exist in this realm. Like, you don't have to be a civil rights expert or an econ expert or a fucking, like, lawyer to understand that what is happening needs to be stood up against. Like, you are the people that are populating the capital right now. Like, you will be next. Like, with black folk, they weaponize the police. With brown folk, they weaponize immigration. With Asian folk, they weaponize legislation. So the clock is ticking, sweetie. The clock is tick-tock in a way. I don't give a fuck if you feel awkward about speaking something. Or I don't give a fuck if you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I've never spoken about this before, or whatever. It's not too late.
So guys, the tables are turning. And let me tell you why. When you see injustice or you hear about it and you choose to keep quiet, trust me, it will just go along until it reach you. And when it reach you, the same silence you give the other people is the same silence they will give to you. If I'm being honest, that's what I think. But always, you are welcome to tell me what you think about the situation, guys. So let's watch the last clips.
So many people asking Asian creators to speak up about the whole riots in LA and all these deportation things. What is there to say? We support the deportations of illegals.
Sir, you look like the immigration issue you're ranting about. So the projection is wild because you look very illegal.
Asian people aren't really dependent on, migrant labor.
The loss of immigrants has the potential for a full economic collapse because of significant GDP reduction, labor shortages, increased prices, reduced consumer spending and demand, and billions lost in tax revenue. An economic collapse affects everyone. Immigrants make this country thrive.
This presidency promised that they would deport illegal immigrants. They're doing that. Why are you crying? You see it like these immigrants are waving the flags of other countries, burning down the flag of the U.S., and then you think Asian people want to support that? No, they want to stay away from that. They don't want to be grouped in with these people. Asian people don't want to focus on these on the negativity and say what they're really thinking. Deport, right? Deport illegal immigrants.
He is the embodiment of the model minority, which was created to pit Asians against other marginalized groups, rewarding obedience, silence, and hard work with crumbs of white approval. And he ate that up. Tap dancing for people who don't even want you here. No matter how hard you try to prove you hate yourself more than they ever could, and try so hard to distance yourself from the very people who fought for the rights that you now leech off of. You can grovel all you want for white validation, but you'll never earn validation from the same people who call you Kung Flu and China virus. Remember that? Kung Flu and China virus? You are not native. So how do you think it is that you were able to come to the United States? You think it was the whites who just kindly handed you an invite into our country out of the kindness of their heart? No, you got here because black and brown people, far braver than you, bled in the streets. The Immigration and Nationality Act of 1965 made it possible for you to live your American dream as the oppressor's lapdog. You're welcome. The people brave enough to fight out in the streets are the same people keeping you here. That fight going on right now is again a fight that you will benefit from just so that you can parade around like you earned those rights when you have never fought for anything in your weak little existence. Not your people, not your dignity, not even yourself. But be careful, because if they deport all of the people who fight for our rights, you might find yourself in an internment camp, because who's going to fight for you?
Voting some Asian, and now people are like, okay, so what do you think now? Because you saw how other people were just suffering, you were quiet, and now it's your turn. So what are you gonna do? I know you're gonna need help. You're gonna need people to come and speak about you guys, calling, supporting you, but you didn't support others. Many of you didn't. So what do you think will happen? Because this is so sad to see. Because black community is saying like, we told you so. Other people are telling you, we warned you, but you refuse to listen. Now look what's happening. You've been quiet. You've been ignoring our own suffering. And now it's your turn. Who is going to come and stand with you? Because me personally, I'm like, I saw a video, as I told you, the guy saying like, does Asian still live in USA or they move back home? Because we don't see you guys. We see black people speaking about what's happening, how people are losing like Medicaid and Medicare, how farmers, like, we see like white, we see like Latinos, but we don't see like Asian. You guys, you're so quiet. You're like, you don't know what's happening. You are like, you don't care what's happening. And we see the guy in this video saying like, okay, I try to speak about what's happening, what ICE is doing, what's going on in my country. And my mom is telling me like, just keep quiet. Don't associate yourself with that thing. It may cause us problem. So that means they think like being quiet is to save them. They will not touch them because they are just quiet. That's very, very wrong. It's very wrong. Because this guy, he don't care about even mothers died. We saw what he did to farmers. So why do you think you are special? Why do you think we care about you? I really think you should open your eyes before it's too late. I know they are starting deporting you now, but you should open your eyes sooner. Because you saw how Latinos, Cuban, even launched song for him. He's like, who cares? I don't need that anymore. So he's insulting people, his own base. So guys, I have some comments for you. Let's read those from the people to hear what the people are saying about this situation about Asian, not listening to people who want them, especially like Black community. So the first comment say, you all see what we were talking about. We tried to warn you. You all stayed quiet. ICE didn't start with you all. They won't stop with you either. This is the system doing what it does. Now it's real for you too. Right. The second one said, this is what happened when folks ignore Black voice. We've been in this fight, but when we ask you for support, too many turned away. Now ICE is on your doorstep and warning sign weren't even hiding. The third one said, the silence was loud when they were locking up the Black men. The silence was loud when we were screaming about broken system. But now the same system that come for us is coming for you. And it's time to speak up together. The last one say, no, the fourth one say, it's sad and it's frustrating. We hate seeing families getting deported, but it also hurts knowing we try to bring people together before it goes this far. Now people are waking up and paying hard to come fast. And the last one say also, this ain't about revenge, it's about truth. We told you the system don't care about race when it's come to control Black, Asia, brown. If they can divide us, they can break us. Now you see why we need we needed your voice back then, and we need it now. So guys, yeah, I really agree with this, because even Latinos, I don't think they will stand up for Asia, because I didn't see Asians standing for Latinos. So the same silence is the same you will get. I don't wish this on you. I don't wish they deport many of you guys, because that's not my attention. But my attention is like, next time, just support people. If you feel like what's happening doesn't align with your belief, just do the right things. Don't be scared to do the right things. That's the key of this life. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment, and educate us if you know more about Asian or why they were quiet or in all these. Educate us, because at the end of the day, this content is for education purpose. We are not here to hurt anyone or to insult anyone. And in a comment, please respect one another. I will see you next one. Subscribe. Bye.